Nike's journey from a small idea to a global powerhouse is a story of vision, perseverance, and innovation. It all started in the early 1960s when Phil Knight, a business student at Stanford University, first conceived the idea of importing cheaper sports shoes from Japan. In America, sports shoes were expensive, and Knight recognized that Japan was producing high-quality shoes at a fraction of the cost. This insight turned into a business opportunity that would shape the future of sportswear. After graduating, Knight partnered with the Japanese company Onitsuka Tiger and began importing and selling their shoes under the name Blue Ribbon Sports. Despite the initial success of the partnership, Knight had bigger dreams. He didn't want to just distribute shoes, he wanted to create his own brand. In 1971, after a falling out with Onitsuka Tiger, Knight and his business partner, Bill Bowerman, decided to go their own way. They set out to build a new brand that would symbolize the power, speed, and success of sports. Nike was born. The name Nike came from the Greek goddess of victory, and the mission behind the brand was to create affordable, high-quality sports shoes that would change the face of sports culture in America. They initially continued under the name Blue Ribbon Sports, but quickly made the decision to adopt Nike as their brand name. The ambition was clear. They wanted to create a brand that would not only be known for its products, but would become a cultural symbol of athletic excellence. However, the road wasn't easy. In the beginning, Nike faced significant financial struggles. Knight had to rely heavily on loans to keep the business afloat, and for several years, the company barely made enough money to stay operational. Despite the financial difficulties, they pressed on, driven by their vision of what Nike could become. One of the biggest challenges they faced was their relationship with Onitsuka Tiger. The Japanese company was slow to meet Knight's demands, and their partnership was no longer in line with the direction Nike wanted to go. In 1971, after the split, Knight and Bowerman decided to create their own sports shoe brand, which meant taking on new risks. They faced the uncertainty of developing a brand from the ground up in a competitive market. The first Nike shoes were simply imported models from Onitsuka Tiger, but they didn't initially perform well in terms of quality and customer interest. Bill Bowerman, always the innovator, began designing his own shoes to improve the quality of their products. It was during this time that Bowerman created the now iconic waffle sole design, but it wasn't an instant success. The production process had its own struggles, and it took time to perfect the designs. Another obstacle for Nike in those early years was marketing. With a limited budget, the company had to get creative to